Hi, welcome again to Medicare for All. I'm Rod Thompson. Today we're just going to talk about numbers. Very quick, to the point, big view. Bernie's plan. Medicare for All will cost $6 trillion less than the current healthcare system over the next 10 years. The United States currently spends $3 trillion on healthcare each and every year. That's nearly $10,000 per person, more than any other civilized country. We currently pay $5,000 for insurance plus about $1,300 in deductibles per family per year, $6,300 roughly. Bernie's Medicare for All would reduce that for a family of four making $50,000 per year from $6,300 to $466. Now here's the part where conservatives will try to confuse you. They will tell you that the $466 is in addition to higher taxes, but that would be wrong. That is your entire tax and insurance bill combined. Okay, how do businesses fit in? Businesses would save over $9,400 a year in healthcare costs for each average employee. So, why don't I give you the facts about how it is financed and why it will work? A 6.2% income-based healthcare premium paid by employers. The revenue raised, about $630 billion per year. A 2.2% income-based premium paid by households. The revenue raised, $210 billion per year. A family of four making $50,000 a year, taking the standard deduction, would only pay $466 this year. From progressive income taxes, the revenue raised would be $110 billion a year. Under this plan, the marginal income tax rate would be 37% on income between $250,000 and $500,000. Just to put that in perspective for you, wage earners that are earning more than $250,000 a year represent less than 2% of the American population. There would be a 43% tax on income between $500,000 and $2 million and 48% on income between $2 million and $10 million. By the way, in 2013, there were only 113,000 households, the top 0.08% of taxpayers that had income between $2 million and $10 million. There would be a 52% tax on income above $10 million. In 2013, only 1,300 households, just 0.01% of taxpayers had income exceeding $10 million. Taxing capital gains and dividends the same as income from work is an important change. Revenue raised would be $92 billion per year. Warren Buffett, the second wealthiest American in the country, has said often that he pays a lower effective tax rate than his secretary. The reason is that he receives most of his income from capital gains dividends, which are taxed at a much lower rate than the income that you and I work so hard for. This plan will end the special tax break for capital gains and dividends on household income above $250,000. They don't work nearly as hard for that money as you and I do. Next, we'll limit tax deductions for the rich. The revenue raised, $15 billion per year. Now one of my favorite, the responsible estate tax. The revenue raised, $21 billion per year. This provision would tax the estates of the wealthiest 0.3%, that's 0.3% of Americans who inherit over $3.5 million at progressive rates and close loopholes in the estate tax. So there it is, folks. This so-called plan that has no details actually has a lot of details. The numbers work. In order to download this directly from the internet, just go on Bernie's site and look for Medicare for All. These numbers are easy to support by just about any American. Of course, the people who won't want to support this, you know them, the richest Americans making $250,000 or more, especially those who make most of their money from capital gains. We're going to go into a lot more detail in the next episode, so be sure and watch for it. Until then, this is Rod Thompson with Medicare for All. Now.